I prefer the intro Metroid 1 personally. Hey everybody, it's Clona Comics Inc. Welcome back, more Metroid 2, Return of Samus. In the last episode, we began this adventure on SR-388 here to eradicate the Metroid species, and we've already defeated one. And in this episode, we've got two more to defeat. But before, the first place we want to go is we want to head down this way. Now, one thing I didn't mention in the last episodes, is something that I often forget, is the fact that in this game we also start with the long beam, so we don't have to get it again. And the reason I didn't mention that is because well, first of all, I want to go in here, is because I think Metroid 1 is the only Metroid game where the long beam actually appeared. If any of you want to correct me on that, go ahead, but I'm pretty sure Metroid 1 is the only game where the long beam ever actually appeared. I mean, where you got it as an item. Okay, well, we head over here. Check it out. You got a red door here. And just like in Metroid 1, what you want to do is pull out your missiles and shoot 5 missiles at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't worry, there's no purple or orange doors in this game, so no doors that cost 10 missiles. This is actually the only appearance of those doors in this game. Like, there's no blue doors in this game at all. Or doors that you just shoot and it opens right there. What is that down there? Is that an army turret? A rocket launcher? How do we get to it? Well, maybe this item will help. Because the Chozo statues have returned, and the bomb, or as I like to call it, the morph bomb. And basically, what it does is we head into our morph ball and we press B, and we can lay down our morph bombs. We can lay down 3 at a time, and they are used to break certain walls, like this one. Now we're gonna see if this is really an army turret. Nah, it's just a missile tank. The missile tanks returned from Metroid 1. In this game, however, they give you 10 missiles instead of 5. So, yeah. Nah, but uh-oh, I trapped myself down here. How do I get out? Well, if I lay a bomb here and let it explode, it'll launch me upward. So that's cool too. Now I do plan to get all the missile tanks in this game. However, I just want to warn you something. I guarantee that during this LP, I'm going to miss at least one missile tank, because any playthrough of Metroid, this is like my 3rd playthrough of Metroid 2. Any playthrough I've had of Metroid 2, I have always missed one missile tank somewhere. So I guarantee I am going to miss at least one. Well, heading here. Just confirming something, okay? We head in here. We got this enemy right here. This is a wall fire. Basically, well, it's on the wall and it fires at you, and it dies in one hit, pretty much no matter what. Well, more or less destroyed. But if I go into my morph ball here, there's actually a hidden passage here, but we cannot continue forward. Well, let's go. We lay a bomb right here. It was blending in. Okay, and finally, we're going to stop that annoying beep sound. So right there was an energy tank, another thing returning from Metroid 1, as were the bombs and missile tanks. And basically what they do is they restore you to full health, and they add 100 onto your health. So now we have 199 health as opposed to 99, not 200, 199. Cause zero counts in every 100 except for, well, 0. Well. Okay, my point is we started at 99 health and it added 100, meaning we have 199 health, not 200. Okay. Anything else I'm missing? Ah, yes. we head in here, we have more wall fires. You just wait for it to shoot and then shoot it. Kind of was just a game at a score system, but that's okay. Metroid 1 didn't either. And check it out, we have another missile tank. Let's use our... Actually, wait, we'll need to use the bomb. Ow, jeez. Wait, why did I go to my morph ball? Alright. If you're looking for health, the wall fires aren't a good grinding thing. They don't drop health, ever. And check it out. We got another missile tank. And there's another one up there. We shoot through this, but no, we're not tall enough. We can't, well, I mean, we can't really grab on the ledges. So looks like we're gonna have to come back for that. If I use my morph ball and bomb here, and head this way, we got that thing down there, but we can't seem to get it. Well, we're gonna have to go all the way around to get it. Now, if I head down here, there's another thing waiting for us. Just watch out, these wall fires can come at you when you're not expecting it. Got another missile door here. And another Chozo statue. And this gives us the Ice Beam, an item returning from Metroid 1. So the Ice Beam is basically an item where you can freeze enemies. However, there's not really any enemies we can immediately freeze as soon as we get it, because we can't really freeze the wall fires. Because, like I said, they're so fragile they died at pretty much any hit. Oh. Well, now that we have the morph bombs, the Ice Beam isn't necessarily required in the immediate future, but I'll let you know later. Okay. So if we, I'm sorry I'm quiet sometimes, I'm just looking at the map. Head this way, the music changes. And we got some more, shoot leeches, right. As cute as they kind of look in the game, their official artwork is kind of scary. And oh, check it out. We have a Metroid shell here. Just a fair warning, whenever you see a Metroid shell right here, anywhere, that's usually a sign that there is a Metroid nearby. So, just keep that in mind. So, we head through this area. Oh, jeez, and head through that fake floor that you'll probably accidentally discover. We cannot seem to get back up. Oh my god, we're trapped down here. We better get a new item that'll allow us to escape. Like so. This is the Spider Ball. An item new to Metroid 2. How it works is you get in your morph ball and hit down again, and the Spider Ball is activated. It's not as fast, but you can climb around on walls freely. Now, I should mention that at the moment, I'm actually holding the right button because I started moving right. If I let go and hit right again, I'll stop. When using the Spider Ball, if you're in constant motion, you can just hold the button you were previously moving in. But once you stop, you'll actually have to press the button in relation to the direction you want to move in. So I would recommend, and whenever you switch a direction, just hold the button in the direction that you're moving in. That's just my personal recommendation. Just press A to exit out of it. Or can you press no, you can't. Just press A to exit out of the spider ball. And now that we have the spider ball, like I said, whenever you see a Metroid shell, that usually is a sign that a Metroid has molted and it's nearby. And by nearby, I mean right here! We have another Metroid Alpha. Get used to seeing these guys. They're not too tough, thankfully, but... Okay, well... There you go. If I didn't have the energy tank, I would have died. Or would I almost died? People in our comments are going to be like, you would have died if it wasn't for the energy tank. What else? What else is there? Get used to seeing the Metroid Alpha, as by the way. So we see it goes down to 37, and now L goes down to 3. So now we have 3 more Metroids left to get. So before we can head on to the next area, and actually, there's actually something I kind of made a mistake. And by the way, you want to go onto the ceiling right here. I called this place Area 1 in the last episode. It's actually called Phase 2. Phase 1 was the surface area where we had the do 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 music, and yeah, this is Phase 2. I only refer to it as that because Slim Kirby referred to it as that. But Area is actually what it's called in this game's remake on the 3DS. So yeah. If I head up here, I do want to show that I believe if we blow up this, yes, if you're gonna set down a morph bomb, when you're on the ceiling, by the way, just set it down and keep moving so you don't accidentally go up. Because if you're in spider ball form and you're in the morph bomb explosion, it will actually cancel out you being in the spider ball. But you can switch back into it in midair, so if you can try to save yourself if you do that on accident. There's a couple points in that where you got to do this, but none of them are actually required for story progression. Because we had up here, we can find... I'm pretty sure it's up here, is it? Oh, I done goofed. It's not up here, it's down there. It's on the ceiling. And it's also quite annoying to get because we got those jerks in the middle of it. Okay, energy station right there. Only problem is that jerk is in the middle of it. What is it again? The Gullug? Yeah, the Gullug. There's an energy station here and a missile station beyond it, but both of them have these stupid Gullugs surrounding it. Or circling it. And then we've got this independent one that's not circling anything and is just here to get in our way. And another one. I just want to show that these are here. And another one! Wow, this is... Yeah, who thought this was a good idea? Okay. I just wanted to show that. Now I'm going to head back because navigation will be a little bit easier that way. Because there's actually a little structure beneath us, and... Oh! Oh! Okay. I think I could just let go here. I just wanted to show that that was there, but they're kind of an annoying place to get to. Now, if I head in here, I'm going to start going back the way I came. Let's use a bomb to blow up this wall fire. So now we have a total of 60 missiles, so they give us 10 and not 5. Ah, okay. So you got the safe pedestal here, but I'm not going to use it just in case something goes wrong with this recording. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up here and use our new spider ball. Oh, jeez, okay. Actually, I didn't properly demonstrate the ice beam. In Metroid 1, it actually worked a little... in this game, it works a little bit differently than in Metroid 1. In Metroid 1, the first hit would freeze the enemy, and then the second hit would do the damage. So basically, the enemies would basically take twice as many hits. However, in this game, the first hit just freezes the enemies, and every hit after does damage, and it stays frozen. So, clear improvement if I ever saw one. Jeez. Alright, so right here we have a rock that we can blow up with our morph bombs. And in here we can find even more missile tanks. And that reminds me about that missile tank that we missed before. I don't know why I went past it, but... Actually, we're actually quite close to it from the way we're going. So we got 2 missile tanks in this room. And if we head this way, we're back in this room. Now, we can use the spider ball to get back up if we want to. However, if you don't have the spider ball at this point, and you have the ice beam, what you can do is you can actually freeze the fire from the wall fire, and you can jump on it, and you can jump up this way. It's kind of like getting that one energy tank in Metroid 1 with the Scree. I wonder how many people are astounded that I actually know the names of the Metroid enemies. And the 2D games, I mean. Yeah, spoilers, there are 3D Metroid games. Wow, that explosion sounded like an explosion sound on the Atari 2600. Okay, so I'm gonna get into my spider ball here, and I'm going to head on to the ceiling up here, and I'm going to use our morph bombs on this, but don't stay too close to it. And there we go, we got the missile tank. And was the missile tank flashing differently for a second there? Wait, did it have something to do with the morph bombs? I don't know. I guess we'll find out next time we get to one. Ow, wait. Okay. So, we've only found one Metroid so far. Where are the other 3? The other 3 are actually pretty close together, and I'm going to show you exactly where that is. Is this where the save pedestal is? No, Also, these walls, I believe you can only get rid of with the morph bomb. You can't just shoot them with your beam. It's funny because in Metroid 1 there were a lot of walls you could bomb that you could also shoot with your beam. But usually if you could only bomb them, it was because they were on the floor. Anyways. You know, Metroid 2 still has this eerie black background that Metroid 1 had, but you can still freeze the enemies and go if you want to. Sometimes the background might have, like, vegetation and vines and stuff like that, so I wouldn't say Metroid 2 creates as much dread. Well, then again, the background doesn't really... I can think of the ambience kind of makes up for that. Anyways, now, we head down... Now we can actually do something about going this way. Uh-oh, Metroid Shell. Hey, drop missiles. Ah, wait, what hit me? Oh, the block, right. Luckily in this game, if you get hit by a block that spawns on top of you, it only does like one energy of damage. I like that sound that makes when you go in your morph ball. It's like Samus is in position. Well, I guess maybe pose. Okay. Before we continue on, actually, I might want to use the spider ball for this. Originally, that Mumbo's gonna get in the way. I believe that yes, there is something up in the forest up here. I'm going to use my morph bomb, and then wrong way. And then I'm going to use my spider ball to latch onto the wall, because it's very sticky. Because we head up here. Check it out, there's an energy station. There's no missile station around, though. And it just loops around back here. But I'm going to head back to the... So this is kind of like an easy way around. I just wanted to show you the intended way. And with this sand here, that shows that the black parts of any entity in this game is just part of the background, which is common practice in a lot of NES and Game Boy games. Another Metroid shell. Let's head this way. I'm just gonna freeze the enemies, ignore. And actually, the ice beam works a little bit differently than it does in Metroid 1. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, never mind. Sorry about that. I got that wrong. I was about to say, the ice beam, when they defrost, it actually kills them, and not just, you know, normally defrost them. I'm thinking of other enemies. For these enemies, it doesn't do that. And I do want to show, by the way, that what... Oh, hold on, never mind. Okay, well, if the Metroid is like molting out of its shell or like transitioning, we'll get into it later. You actually can pull out your missiles like right during the quote-unquote cutscene. Okay. Full on health now. Ow. So much for full on health. Yeah, those are, I'm gonna guess very prickly vines, so... Yeah. Are the Mumbos enemies that just die when they defrost? Yeah, for some enemies it does that, but I don't think they ever drop anything, though. So basically, if a Mumbo is frozen, it's like, God, God, I'm screwed. Let's head this way next. Oh, geez, Metroid, wasn't prepared. Samus Aran wins. Flawless victory. Fatality. Well, actually, I think a full flawless victory would be me only using 5 missiles and not losing any and not missing any. But then again, you don't not get flawless victories from missing your punches and kicks in Mortal Kombat anyway. Something I could show, by the way, is that if you shoot it before it starts moving, it only works once, I believe. You can get 1 free hit off of it. Oops. If you get pushed out of the room or you leave the room, the fight resets. Alright, no double flawless victory for us. 34 Metroids and 0 left, which means SR388 Quake. Yes, the lava to phase 3 is receding. So, you know what that means? We can head on to the next area. Well, phase. Well, I mean that's kind of obvious at this point, but I think you guys get the gist of this game. Now, you gotta defeat all the Metroids, and you gotta defeat a certain amount to move on to the next area, and yeah. So, I believe we are going to end the video off here. Next time on Metroid 2: Return of Samus, I'll be you guys back in the save point that we started the video in, and we will head on to phase 3. See you guys then.